And I am going live. Hi. So it is Thursday and it's like the day before my daughter finishes school, so I'm starting to kind of think about the year and like what this means. And so I wanted to talk about aha moments, things you discovered in 2021. I was going to share some of mine. And if you're listening to this, please, in a comment, let me know kind of what your biggest aha moments are. I just think it's interesting to just hear how people experience this year in their businesses. So now I'm trying to see if this is showing up on Facebook. So we'll see about that. Oh, maybe it is. Anyway, I don't know. I'm using Ecamm and we'll see if this is working. But anyway, so I was thinking about for myself what my biggest aha moments were in 2021. And one of them is that if you can figure out what people are struggling with and if you can solve their problems, you can build a business. Like the end. Now, it's not always easy to find out what people are struggling with, but if you can and you have a solution, people will pay you for that. That's like my realization. So you always kind of have to be scouting to see the world slightly differently or kind of notice something that other people might not have noticed about the world, and you can build a business. And the other thing too is to look at people who've gone before you and be inspired by what they're doing, because you will put your own spin on it. So look for people's successes and go, hey, could I build on that success? Is there a way that I could see this problem in a new way? Have my own solution, but knowing that people are struggling with that. I think there's a lot of power in that. So that's the first thing that I would say I continue to see over and over again. The second thing, and I've talked about this on a recent podcast too, actually, that really at the end of the day, you just need to start and start kind of ugly and be uncomfortable and make it raw, but start, because it's the only way you'll learn, and it's the only way. It's just by putting one foot in front of the other. And that's where I would come to my third realization, that like a little bit of work every single day makes a huge difference. I think as bloggers and online entrepreneurs, we tend to feel that, I just want to make sure this is happening. We want to make sure that it's going to look good and that we're going to kind of figure it out, that it's all going to come together. And the truth is it only comes together when you're in it and it's mucky and it's weird. But that's how you learn, by doing. So I think that my other aha moment is about starting and being okay, figuring it out without having you have like an idea of how it's going to work, but really you just kind of stumble your way through it. So that would be, I would say, my third aha moment. And then my fourth aha moment is that when I've been talking about MiloTree Easy Payments and people setting up paid workshops, and I say, what are you an expert in? I think people cringe when I say that, because they say to themselves, I'm not an expert in anything. And I want to reinterpret what expert means, which is, what do you know that other people might not know? And where are you discounting your knowledge, thinking to yourself, oh, everybody knows this, because they don't. And so it's about recognizing, like, this might come effortlessly to me, this knowledge that I have, but not everybody knows this. And the more basic we can be, the more successful, because really it's a lot of times our audiences don't know anything about the topic. So all you need to do is just be a couple steps ahead of them. And it's like shocking how much you do know compared to where they are. And so it's like reorienting our idea on what an expert means and how we can be helpful. So maybe the word expert isn't the best word. I like to say you're an expert with a small e. And all you need to be is just a couple of steps ahead of where your audience is, but that like you have so much knowledge that people would pay you for. But it's like we discount that automatically. Somehow what we know, everybody knows, or it's not valuable. And so I want to kind of shift the thinking about that. And with something like MileageFree Easy Payments, you could test and see if people are interested in what you have to offer, So those are kind of my big aha moments. If you are watching this, please in a comment, please put replay and then let me know what your big aha moments have been for 2021. I think this idea that we need to be so buttoned down and so perfect is like 2019, and that like it's all just kind of crazy, like the world right now. Nobody knows anything. It's so funny. It's like we're all on our own kind of COVID journeys, and people don't know what the future is going to, like how the future is going to play out. So we're all kind of in this trying to, I guess, stumble our way through. And that's what I would recommend for your business. Stumble your way through. It doesn't have to be perfect, but just start and go and do and figure it out along the way. And you are an expert with a small e, not with a capital E. So those are what I wanted to share today. I hope this is useful. Please in a comment. Oh, great. Okay. Translating something you know for others to learn. Clarita, absolutely. It is all about translating something you know for others to learn. But you have to recognize that you know something and that it's valuable. I think that we can't see ourselves as clearly from somebody else's, we don't see ourselves and know the specialness. I call it our special sauce. It's really hard to see it in yourself. It's easier to see in other people. So if you have a community of bloggers, let's say, or other online entrepreneurs, kind of go around and share each other's special sauces. What do you see in somebody that they might not see in themselves? My daughter does theater at school, and they do this sweet thing where every time they meet, they pick a person, and then everybody goes around the circle and says something that they really like about that person. And I think that's so beautiful. And so I would say, find somebody you trust and say, what is it about me where I have knowledge that you see that I don't see? Because that's your special sauce. So keep thinking about that. So please, in a comment, add what your biggest aha moments, like what you've recognized either about yourself or your business in 2021. I think this would be so fun to share. And to recognize we're all kind of feeling the same way in many ways, feeling like we're imposters or feeling like we don't really know stuff, but we do. That's what I want to put out there. So I hope you have a great Thursday. Clarita, thank you for showing up. I hope you're having a nice time in Argentina, and I will pop in again soon. Okay, take care.